I became so used to the competition because my first big deal as an agent was actually a bidding war. So don't worry, you'll get used to it. Hey guys, what's up? It's your man Pete, and just thought I would update you guys on what's going on in the red hot rental market here in Toronto and the Greater Toronto area right now. As I recently worked with a really terrific client of mine, a really outstanding young man who just got his job for the very first time in downtown Toronto, and he had to move out of the suburbs and be closer to work. Congrats on us being able to secure a place for you, Rashid. Really looking forward to seeing your bright future, and I'm glad we were able to help you get it done for just you alone without getting any help from the parents. And you know, a lot of people don't know this, but real estate agents actually work in the rental market as well too, especially if you're looking to rent a condo or a house, or even if you need to rent a cottage. Although here at Selling Toronto, we are a little bit selective, but generally we work with local people who have jobs, good credit, that type of thing. From time to time, we do help young people, try to get them into the market, because obviously we understand how this market works, how to navigate it, how to submit your paperwork properly. And so there is a sense of pride when we're really able to help people get through the door, and obviously that's becoming more and more challenging every single year. So no matter how big or small the deal size, we are willing to help. So don't be shy to contact us. The rental market in Toronto is just absolutely bonkers. It's insane right now. Like, stuff is getting rented out the same day, over asking, you know, many months of rent up front, you know, parents as guarantors, co-signing. And it's just a function of really low supply right now. And it's been happening for a few months. It really feels like it's reaching some sort of fever pitch right now in the summertime. And it's actually a little bit early, because usually the rental market, especially downtown, is pretty much hot during the summertime, during like July, August, right before when school starts in September. But right now we're seeing it happening in like May and June. So it has started early, and it has started with a flurry. We'll get more into that right after this. Okay, so we all know that interest rates are obviously a very big story here. And there's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines not really looking to buy right now, because we saw all that buying action happening over the last 2 years during the pandemic. And of course, the story is during the pandemic was that, you know, downtown was actually getting gutted, and a lot of people were not renting or breaking their leases, because they were either looking to move back with their families to save money and sort of be within their little bubble. And so all that money that people were saving, and combined with the really low interest rates, you know, it was a good time to actually get into the market, especially if parents were willing to help. So if we flash back to like the spring and summer of 2020, during that time, there was still a lot of uncertainty. But I think for the people that realized they were actually going to be able to stay at their job, you know, the fortunate ones who were able to work from home were simply seeking their own place to buy and to own, or seeking more space out in the suburbs with houses. And so you would think that a heavy recession would ensue after that, because obviously people were not spending on live entertainment, dining out, you know, any sort of hospitality, or even going to the gym. So people had a lot more money to spend, right? And so, you know, you would think that because of pandemic happening, that the world would collapse into a recession. Au contraire, people were not spending money traveling, on hospitality, all that kind of stuff. Then they had a lot more money to buy assets, to buy investments. And so that sort of created the everything bubble, right? As evidenced by the NFT market. Well, not only did people have a lot of extra spending money, they also had a lot of time too. So they used that time to buy a lot of things like stocks, crypto, NFTs, and of course, real estate was definitely one of the first things to react during COVID-19. But back to the rental market here in Toronto, you know, prices dropped, you know, I think as much as 40% in some areas, simply because nobody was renting at the time. It just didn't feel necessary. But then now we fast forward to the spring and summer of 2022, and the rental market is blazing hot again. Like, there isn't enough inventory to keep up with all of the demand. And it's actually happening a lot earlier, because again, like I said, especially downtown for the smaller stuff, it really follows the student schedule. So when live and in-person classes resume again in September, you know, typically people want to find a place, you know, it's comfortable to be able to find a place a month right before moving in, but that's not the case. You're probably going to have to look 2 or 3 months earlier than you had originally planned just to secure a place. I really feel bad for those of you who are overseas or who haven't decided to move yet, because it's probably going to get pretty nasty over the next couple of months here. So then after 2 years of this mess, it really feels like we're starting to get back to normal again, because yeah, I mean, rental prices are sort of back to where they were. Where right now we're actually seeing people trying to rent places sight unseen. Like, they're not even looking at the place because they're just tired of it. They don't want to keep coming down and looking at properties and failing. So yeah, definitely a lot of competition. I really feel bad for the young kids. That's why it's important for you to work with people people who are professional and who are fast, especially when it comes to the rental market, and they have to know how to negotiate in your favor to help you get the place instead of somebody else. We're happy to help with rentals here if you're having some trouble, but it's not really the main thing that we do. I did a lot of rentals when I was starting out in the business, but so yeah, essentially I can do it in my sleep. It's pretty hard work, it's pretty challenging, and you better make sure you get your paperwork and all your different backup plans in place, and you better make sure you have enough time. And I'm definitely not looking forward to seeing how this summer plays out in terms of rentals and students and international students coming back to the city for school in September. But if you're a landlord and you have some units that you need to get rented out, don't be shy. Give me a shout here at Selling Toronto. I'm happy to help out. And of course, as always, if you're looking to buy or sell, that's really our main business here. And for the landlords out there, now is a really great time, really low on inventory. So you can definitely have your pick of tenants, and you can pretty much ask for whatever you want right now. So either way, if you need fast professional advice and service, then give us a shout here at Selling Toronto. Phone number is in the description below and also at the end of the video, or you can send a text or email as well, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But yeah, again, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, give us a like, feel free to leave a comment. It really helps the channel out. See you guys in the next one. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.